Hey guys, how's it going, man? Today, let's talk about something interesting. Welcome, 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 and please subscribe and and comment the video. I don't really need it as much, but YouTube needs it, and it seems like I'm talking to myself. I will give up for sure. Like if this continues like that, either they're banning me or my content really stinks. And but there's actually always one and two guys that's like, hey, I like your point of view, keep on going. And by you helping to like it, either you like it or you don't. Maybe one day you just need to get a different perspective, on things. I'm here, so just like leave it here, leave me here, so that I have some reason to continue to go on. And so today I actually saw this, and Bitcoin bull market cycle is over, Crypto Quant's Ki Young Jun says. So I agree 110%. I think like Bitcoin was kind of over, like around back in February, because we hit an all-time high and then we crashed really hard for not very good reasons. And just like Donald Trump kind of played around with the market. And here he says, like, according to research, he says that the next 6 to 12 months will be bearish and sideways. And they're really losing steam and losing liquidity. I mean, like, look, retailers are crap right now. Who's gonna put money into it? Duh. He's a sweet kid. I mean, like, I think he's a little bit younger than I am, but I'm gonna close the door now. And then, but he's a sweet kid. He's a sweet looking kid, man. I mean, I think he looks like a nice guy. I don't know him, but he's Korean. But he said new liquidity is needed. The on-chain realized cap has stalled, signaling no fresh new capital inflows. So BlackRock IBIT saw 3 straight weeks of outflow, he said in the Telegram note and CoinDesk. Even though the record of near 100k Bitcoin price barely moved. Yeah, it's not moving. It's like we want it to be like this, right? The chart should be active, like bouncing up and down, like happy, you know what I'm saying? Like a happy cat, I don't know if we could actually get the happy cat here. Let's get the happy cat real quick. I like happy cats, man. I'm gonna do it. It's like really digressing. Makes my day. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, that's enough happy cats. But going back to that, that's actually a healthy market. That's when I usually get in. That's when usually I get into derivatives, because doesn't matter if I'm going up or down. If it is like resilience, it goes up and down. I will catch that as long as I don't get liquidated, and as long as my margin is good, I'm good to go. I don't really care about it's going up and down. It will hit my target. Even if I get hit 5%, 10%, it will hit it. But we don't have the liquidity, so we can't fucking hit it. We can't darn hit it. Recent report at Crypto Quant, which is his company, made the case of the possibility of Bitcoin returning back to 63k mark, citing a bearish signal for key valuation metrics, MVRV ratio Z-score, which compares Bitcoin market value MV to its realized value RV. Identify overbought and oversold conditions. I mean, yeah, I know it's overbought, man. People saying like it's gonna bounce up higher. I think it's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have liquidity, you gotta have good news, you gotta have people who are gladly to get into the market. Who's gladly to get into the market now? Elon Musk is. You don't want to support that guy. You don't want to support Donald Trump. You don't want to support that guy. Are you gonna get into it? And how we wanted to play out, didn't happen. Let's finish reading this thing first before we go over on my original thoughts and why I messed it up, and why Trump has actually messed most people up. Okay, the MVRV score dropping below 365-day moving average signals that BTC momentum has weakened, historically aligning with deeper corrections on the onset of bear market. The 75K to 78K support level is critical, crypto quants analysts note, as weakening BTC demand, marked by slowing wealth accumulation and net selling of US based spot ETF, continues to be at downward pressure, including the risk of deepening price correction. I'm not going to read too much of this, and then it's just basically saying that there's a lot of data saying that it is overbought and they can't really keep up. If somebody starts selling it off, there will be a chain reaction of sell-offs. Everybody will be selling it off, and they'll sell off even more, and they will actually have a correction. And that's essentially of what it is trying to say. And I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, quite honestly, retailers, they got no money. It has been no money for a while. It's not. It's like every single day has no money. And most Americans got no money, man. They got no. They got already less money in 2023. 2024 even worse money. 2025, like, I don't even say it. And then now Donald Trump has kind of pushed the market to the oblivion. Now we're screwed. I mean, quite honestly, we are screwed. We are not looking good. Now we're looking really bad. But I could understand that. I mean, look, 2024, man, I'm not going to lie to you. Which great, like, other than a couple of AI, like Asian stock, crypto has gone up. Other than that, nobody actually has gone up. Everybody has gone down. Actually, MetroDAO really did really good. You think I could pull up MetroDAO right now? I have MetroDAO on. Yeah, that's the only one that actually went up like thousands and thousands of prices. Like thousand, like, I don't know, 100,000% from we could go back a year. Yeah, from like 70 cents all the way to $7. I sold it around here, but anyways, yeah, it's like magic money. I mean, I didn't even know it existed, but like, I actually sold it like a long time ago, man. That's the sad part. Like, I sold much more of it, like, because it didn't move back in 2023. 2023, it didn't move much, and Ordinals and all those other stuff, they all went up. And obviously, I don't feel very confident about this, and then sold it off to bought something else, like um, ENA or something like that, or a couple other ones. But I think overall, it's just, I think that the market is kind of over, so you don't have to really tune into me anymore. I'm going to be talking about other stuff more, because I'm actually less interested into talking about crypto. Because why am I telling you about crypto when, like, you cannot make any money out of it? It's not very likely you get money out of it. Like, look, if it is Cardano continues to fall like 80 to 90%, dude, if I kept on saying Cardano, buy Cardano, or unless like you're really into the ecosystem, yes, of course you should get into it. But like, if you're not really into it, if you're just into pure investments, then why would I want you to get into it? Like, you're losing freaking money. I mean, I like Carl. I like Carl a lot, man. Trust me. I think he's a good kid. But he's like, look, because of this guy, like, a lot of people have lost tons and tons of money from him. Because he kept on saying, like, yo, you're going to get in. You're going to be really, really rich. It's like, you should thank me. Whenever he says stuff like that, that's when, like, it didn't work out. I mean, I don't know about last time, but this time, like, no, it was really bad, man. It's terrible. Like, I think he lost money. So, yeah, I mean, I think definitely, like, you have to have a on-chain analysis of what really goes on. I mean, other than just seeing the macro trends. I mean, these people, they know how, like, a good trend would look like, and they will go after you. Definitely, like, all these other guys, They want to liquidate you for sure. Yeah, Mumbarak. Yeah, that's a BNB thing I heard. But anyways, on the larger front, there is not much good things to say. On top of the market is not looking good. Mr. Trump is continuing to having some really crazy stuff. German stocks is doing good. That means like Chinese stocks are doing pretty good. Why? It's because the market liquidity has gone to those markets. People are not seeing America any really good. I mean, like even including blockchain. I don't know. They actually group all these things together: Bitcoin, Nasdaq, together. It's whoever says like Bitcoin is like gold. It's freaking wrong because gold is having all-time high, man. Gold is having all-time high, and Bitcoin is not. Bitcoin is having the lowest liquidity, and actually, that's how Bitcoin didn't become. Is not to become a commodity. It actually became a stock. It became a kind of like a Tesla stock. If you actually look at Bitcoin and Tesla stock has been largely correlated, especially in recent times. So to me, is that I don't really trust that Bitcoin is going to be the digital gold because it's not. Even if it is, it should have the same instinct as gold and hasn't replaced it. This actually has made it worse when actually a lot of institution actually gets into it. They actually think they are the same thing, like tech stocks and Bitcoin and crypto, which is not really good. It's like you need. I mean, quite honestly, you need hedging, and right now is not a great hedge, and that's why I lost money because I couldn't put my money in other places. Nowadays I had to put it into commodities, right? So I mean, the only way you make money is that you should put it into other types of things that you really are not familiar with, like which is like gold or precious metal and things like that. When you make money on crypto, that's the thing. I mean, like, look, nobody tells you about these things. It's like because like all these crypto KOLs, like influencers, just tell you buy, 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 buy. Just wait and hodl, buy the dip, whatever. You could buy the dip. You could keep on dipping. How much more money do you have? You don't. That's the thing. I don't. I'm a normal person. You know, I'm not a rich dad or something. Sure, you gotta think about it. How many dips you could actually take until it gets really good. And quite honestly, I really don't know how um how like how we could actually have a 2021 bull market. We skipped the altcoin season, which is a really alarming thing because we never had skipped one. I guess you could call those 2 months. Last year's November and December and September we had an altcoin season. That's about it. It was a 3 month thing. So it's not officially there was no altcoin season. So there were, but 2024 was definitely very weak, and definitely didn't even achieve of half of like 2023. Look at Filecoin, man. Filecoin is like $3. This year it was like $5. WorldCoin was only $1 or less. So WorldCoin has lost all its values. It is the all-time high of $12. There's no market liquidity. There's no retailers. There's no retailers because they're poor. Yeah, they're poor. Nobody could make money from DoorDash or anything. No parties. No gentlemen's club. The ladies that works in the gentlemen's club, they should buy. They can use that money to buy crypto. When they're not, they don't know. They are just making like enough to buy rent, make rent. That's it. talk about Chinese cars. There's too many of them. It's too advanced. It's really good. I mean, it really is, but I don't really think that's the deal making. It's just part of Chinese strategies to have the most advanced everything, you know. So I don't make the strategies. I'm Chinese, but I don't. It's not like I make it, you know. People think like because he's Chinese and he's a spy. I'm not a spy, man. If I'm a spy, do I have to do this? No. I mean, I wish I actually make more money from this. No spy, man. No spy, dude. Like, I'm not gonna steal it and bring it back to China or something. That's what people used to think about me, man. Like, work in American companies, like, dude, he's gonna steal our technology and bring it back to China. I wish actually I had that type of power, but I don't. Artificial intelligence can match humans at any task is still some way off. It's a matter of time before it becomes a reality. While DeepMind CEO of Google, he's a Google guy, and I think it is actually a matter of like actually a lot of the IoTs and people actually coming together and making these IoTs be able to talk to each other, and that's the thing. And the AI has to be mutually talking to each other to create new AIs from of AIs. So another bridge. Or else, you know, like you thinking about human to instruct it with via AI, then that would be kind of dumb. There will be a transition time. So there is a time where human programs AI, and then there is a time that human and AI work together. It's kind of like the FSD, right? Kind of like the Tesla driving thing. You still have to communicate and sometimes steer for the Tesla. So you're working together as a team, and finally you just don't have to work for it. You just tell them like what you have to do. They are like better than you 100 times. Actually, I don't know if you have noticed this, but recently there is an accident that the Tesla has decided to make an accident happen from the incoming car just to save the person on the sidewalk. Because the person on she was walking on the sidewalk, she fell onto the road, and the Tesla on the right side decided to crash into the car instead of rolling over her head. So you can tell it's becoming very advanced, and I think like China is a lot better than you think it is. China is a lot better in tech, deep tech, than what people think. Even though, despite the fact that they have very few good deep tech people, but like you know, what is it? It's a big country, 1.3 billion people, and for them to scour like 10,000 of these engineers, you already are having a incredible teams overall. Shares in Japan's largest trading house rally after Buffett's Berkshire's hike stakes. "94-year-old investor holding company raises holding in 5 Japanese trading houses. Itochu, Marubeni, Mitsubishi, Mitsui, and Sumitomo." Let me. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mitsui and Sumitomo is together. That's what I thought. But they like to separate it. No, Mitsui Sumitomo is actually one company. Oh, did they split it? Yeah, I think they split it actually. Again, they used to be, I think, together for a while. Yeah, but they're pumping money back into Japan. But there's supposed to be M2 money coming in. They should be coming in for Bitcoin, but I don't know. People, I think, are having different ideas about Bitcoin at this moment. I feel like I'm smelling a a different narrative at this moment, about Bitcoin overall. I just feel people don't really, want it that badly anymore. I just have this feeling. It's kind of weird. I don't know how I could explain it, but hey, let's go check out also like the program that I wrote. I have a program. I wrote a program that actually reads news and summaries. Take that, man. Oops, I became dumb again. Run it as administrator. I actually wrote a lot of programs recently. Some of it works a little bit better, some of it doesn't. And yeah, I got an RSS feed, man. I'm gonna turn this on, bro. Run the module on Python. Oh, can you see it? Oh crap, you can see it. I'm gonna expand that a little bit. And where's this? Cool. I'm gonna invoke something. I'm gonna invoke US Trump and economic and political news. Yeah, man, that's what I wrote. Somebody called me, so it's time to call back in 10 minutes. Actually, I use DeepSeek for this. It's gonna take a little bit. And let's make this a little bit more neat. Yeah. So it works. It actually has a summary. Let's go check it out. And overall, this says overall risk of score of 39 indicates moderate level of market fear and uncertainty. I would like to differ from that, but it's actually like an equation that I wrote on geopolitical stability, tariffs, and trade and tariffs. I guess like we have to actually have it be a full blown war to be like on the other end. I gotta rechange like the how I calculate the risk, like natural disaster, economic conditions, blah blah blah. Like I have all of that like weighted. So far, I'm not very happy with like the thing, but I lived in such stable times like in the 90s and 2000s. Like the worst thing that actually has happened to us was 9/11, and this is much worse than 9/11. Is the panic. The panic is it's real, you know. It's real, and people actually are beginning to prep for a war economy. It's possible. I mean, Canada could actually fight with the U.S. It's possible on the bordering states, and it hasn't happened, but doesn't mean it won't happen. I'm sure at one point that the British never thought that America was going to rebel the way it did. So and it did. So it does happen. Enough disgruntled things. Um, I don't know. Like there's something wrong with like my my thing. It still says like there's still silver Silicon Valley Bank. I think the RSS reads is like not updated or something. I'm not so 100% sure. But it looks okay. It's like the US also scrutinized Hong Kong's sale of Panama Canal's port. That's new. That's definitely a new thing. And yeah, that's it's a synopsis of a lot of RSS stuff that I made, and it's supposed to help me. But at this moment, like this hasn't worked. I really wanted to make this original work to be a trading signal for my part of my trading strategies, but I haven't fine tuned it, whatever. But it is what it is, man. Like, look, always try to make some special stuff out there that could possibly help. I'm a one man team, man. I actually have had a Indian guys who work for me, but I'm a little bit like apprehensive about him. But I think we made up. But like we're still gonna do less work at this moment. So until he could really give me like really awesome stuff, like I kind of want to be alone right now. I'm not feeling too good. That's my thing recently. Geographical uh political landscape is conflict in Gaza, Ukraine, and Syria is big. U.S. is actively involved in these conflicts. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think I probably have to kind of revamp a little bit on this build, but it's something that I made, so it's cool. A lot of stuff that you can make nowadays on DeepSeek, man. What else is out there? Nothing interesting. All right, I think that's wraps it up. That does it. And if you got anything interesting, let me know. Thanks.